I'm going to show y'all how to do the alpha boss fight on the new Lost Island map in Ark. This video can also be used for the beta or the gamma boss fight. It's just going to require a little bit less resources. All of the fights are the same for the most part. I would try to take advantage of this method while you still can, because I'm sure at some point they're going to patch this. Now I say that, but they still have that spot on the center map that you could jump up on the ledge with the kangaroo. So maybe they don't fix it at all. I guess we'll see. But as of this recording, it's still not patched. We did it on Small Tribe's official PvP servers, and it still worked. But let's get into the video. If you have any questions about the video, just leave it in the comments, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. So to do this method I'm going to show you, you're going to need either a good shotgun BP or 4 to 6 good pre-made shotguns. You're probably going to need at least around 150% weapon damage on the shotguns. You might be able to get away with a little bit lower, but I would get 150% just in case, especially if you're doing it on official. You want to take as little risk as possible. The next thing you're going to need is a kangaroo or a procoptodon. I've seen some people use a managarmer to get up in this spot, but I just prefer to use the procoptodon. You can bring a procoptodon for each person. We just brought one, and I jump one person up at a time, go back down, and grab the next person. I usually get everybody up top within the first 5 minutes, and we still have plenty of time left over to finish the boss fight. We finished with at least 10 minutes left on the clock, so you have plenty of time. That's why I say you might be able to get away with lower weapon damage shotties, but just know that you're taking a risk. Now, this method is kind of expensive to do, only because of the shotgun shells. We were using around 200 damage shotguns, and we brought around 500 shells a person with about 6 people, so it is kind of expensive. But we usually bring back at least 50 to 100 bullets per person, so there's plenty left over. We just like to bring that much just in case something else happens. And you're gonna want to bring some med brews, some food, and water. You can bring 2 sets of flak. This is kind of optional. The smaller monkeys will throw small grenades at you, but they don't really do that much damage if you have decent flak. Honestly, I don't even think these grenades would break prim flak, but if you get hit by the grenade that the boss throws and all you have is prim flak, you're pretty much dead. It's really easy to dodge the grenades once you get used to it. So if you need to practice a little bit before you do this, go into single player and practice running around and dodging the grenades. The boss fight doesn't start right away as long as you don't go anywhere near the boss. So you have plenty of time to get up on top of the map without having to worry about the boss. He won't aggro unless you get close to him or you shoot him. So you have plenty of time to jump to the spot. These are the requirements for the boss fight. The tributes and the artifacts are pretty easy to get for all of these, except for maybe the Giga Hearts and the Basilisk Scales. If you want me to do a video on how we get our Basilisk Scales or how we get our Giga Hearts, let me know in the comments and I'll try to do a video on it. But once you get into the boss arena, you're just gonna follow this little dirt road through this cavern, and you're gonna take the first right you see. And you're gonna jump on this ledge right here. Once you get on this ledge, put your crosshairs exactly where I'm aiming mine, and then jump up, and you're gonna land on this little spot right here. Then you're gonna turn your kangaroo, try to get it to where it's sitting close to where mine is, and then aim your crosshairs right where I'm aiming mine again. Hold down your jump and jump up, and then you're gonna drop off the first person, and you jump back down and repeat until you got everybody up there. Like I said, you might need to practice this in single player before you do it. We've done this boss fight multiple times, so I've gotten pretty good with it, but it does take a second to learn how to do. The kangaroo's gonna land on this invisible barrier that runs across the top of the boss fight, and you can literally run across the entire arena without falling. And you could shoot through the floor that you're standing on and do damage to the boss. The only way he can hit you is if he's throwing nades at you. If those nades hit you, you're pretty much dead in one hit, so watch out for the grenades. Other than that, you should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and mention this now, and I'll remind you again at the end of the video, but before you kill the boss, you're gonna want to jump down at the last second. When he has a very small amount of health, one person needs to jump back down and either parachute or just jump down with the kangaroo, because it might not give you the element if you're not on the ground. So I would just make sure one of your tribe members or you are on the ground, that way that you can get the element after the boss fight. But I'm gonna go ahead and let the rest of this boss fight play through, and I'll cut out the unnecessary parts.
All right, dip, dive, dodge, and weave, boys.
Here we go. Oh, that was kind of close
He
to my
likes us.
forehead.
It looks like we have a lot of just cinema crops and not monkeys.
Yeah.
That's actually good.
We're grouped up, boys. Good shit. Good shit.
COVID.
Oh, don't shoot it when it's right by me.
That was me, I think. My bad.
You're good. It was just
I get so
really
scared
close.
when they get close. Did it hurt you or no?
No, it didn't, but
It's scary.
Nice.
You
yeah.
puckered up.
It got me. It got me. Oh god. He's close as fuck to me.
Try nade.
Nice. Got him again.
I like when he throws at other people a lot more.
Same.
I was just shrimping so fucking hard. Just fucking shrimp gamer, bud. What's he up to?
You're just watching me.
Yeah, he is.
I like that.
Yes.
He finds you fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Imagine if you just didn't move.
Maybe if you found the magic spot, man.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Could have been.
Watch out. Ashton,
Now you might want to run.
He's gonna throw really fast at you. You're close.
don't run away from him either. Run sideways.
Jumped up to me. I heard all the pellets hitting him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Back to Luke.
Yeah.
Back to Ashton. Watch out. Watch out, Demodome. Good shot.
Yeah, wind that fuck ready. Boca, idiot.
Nice. I get hit with poop.
Uh oh.
Watch out.
Reload. No.
It didn't hit you. Watch out.
Ow.
Yeah. Take it. No, please.
Good job. We holding it down this time. Nobody's been hit yet, huh?
Mm-mm.
There you go. On your bullshit again.
What? Well, we about to see. Who's it gonna be? We looking good on shells?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You fucking fine, bud.
Yeah, he's already halfway down. I still have more than half of my rounds.
I have 400 still.
Oh shit. Watch out!
Oh my god.
Oh god. Woo! I'm booking it. Oh
He's
my
throwing
god!
twice in a row.
Dude! Ah!
Ooh, I'll tree him.
Ah! Yeah, that
Shut
fucking hurt him, I think. Bad. He's on my ass. Oh, I got hit by a little one.
Oh, hello. I almost ran back into the grenade.
Uh-oh, he's on me again.
That was way too close.
He's back on me. No.
I like when he jumps over here by everybody and we can just fucking beam him.
Yeah.
Oh, another little one fucking hit me. God damn it. Just eat them bitches. They don't even touch my health.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's getting dropped right now.
He is getting
Alright,
fucked, dude.
when this glitch is gone, tragic.
Very, very
Yeah.
tragic.
I think this is the last time we gotta dodge grenades. Like, we should be good after one more, maybe. Might be
Yeah.
good now.
I think so. It's a chunk
He's
still.
getting
Uh,
pelted though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's getting a little quick.
Alright. I say,
Head
yeah.
over.
I'm gonna start dropping.
Go ahead.
Oh.
He's aggroed on me. He's dead.
Nice.
y'all got the Ellie?
Yep.
Uh huh.
So before I go over the rewards that the boss drops, I wanted to mention, if you've been thinking about getting your own ARC server to play on with friends or to start your own PvP server, use the link in the pinned comment or in the video description. Nitrado offers some really good servers that allows you to change all the settings, add mods, pretty much do whatever you want to it. MTS, which is one of the most popular unofficial PvP servers, they also use Nitrado servers. I am partnered with Nitrado and I do make a commission, but it doesn't cost you any extra and it helps support the channel. So if you want to get your own ARC server, use the link in the description or in the pinned comment. The Gamma boss fight will give you 60 element, the beta will give you 165, and the alpha will give you 330. These are the drops that the boss drop. If you beat the alpha, you get a monkey costume for your character, which is literally my favorite skin in the game. It's pretty dope. If you need to pause it for any of these tech grams, you can. But here's the list of the gamma tech grams. Here's the list of the beta. And here's the list of the alpha. With that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.